into the church to the pageant rehearsal. At first I was shocked at the calm scene upstairs here as Ronald was helping the older children with the narration. And I said to one parent, "What's wrong? It's too calm here." And she said, "Go downstairs." So down I went and found Sainted Dana Leach. Had all the little children sorted by category on the floor. Sheep here, donkeys here, angels here. And there was order, and then I came in and went, "Hello, children," and they all jumped up and started running around, and so I caused a little commotion there. And Dana, sweet Dana says, "Angels, angels, put your wings over here. They're flopping around. We don't want them messed up." And it was just a great, great scene. The little angels in their costumes, the shepherds swimming in theirs, floppy wings, too long tunics, donkeys with heads askew. It was a wonderful, wonderful scene. As one father with some emotion said, watching it all, "It's all the good stuff." Making my way back upstairs, I overheard the three wise men having a burping contest. The Narthex steps. And the spirit of Christmas enveloped me. And my tattered hope in light of recent events was gently healed, restored. Recent events have torn the veneer of normalcy, of right order, of safety, and have left us all stunned, or heartbroken, or vulnerable, or angry, or frightened. We sit in darkness. But this is why the fragile baby was born this night. This is precisely why he came. To be a light in the darkness, and to give us light to carry in this sometimes weary world. The light of love, the light of hope, the light of life. Now more than ever, we need to crowd around that gentle flame and rekindle our faith, and resolve to bring this light into the world. There are many who do not believe in the light of the world or know why Christ came among us. The birth of Christ is treated often on the same level as the fictional Santa Claus. I went into Dunkin' Donuts in Collar over the weekend. It is a mission field, you know, Dunkin' Donuts. And one of my favorite employees asked me, "Are you ready for St. Nick and all that stuff?" No, I'm in a collar, right? As if to say, "I really like you, you're nice and all, but all that stuff you believe in, well, St. Nick and all that stuff." Right? It was early in the morning and I was the only customer in there. And I said, "Did you know that the Santa Claus is based upon a real person who walked this earth?" And he said, "No." And then two other employees came over and they said, "No, we didn't know that." And so I shared an overview of the following while they were making my cappuccino. Nicholas was born in the 3rd century in what we now call Turkey. He rose in the ranks of the church and became a bishop. But instead of accepting his high role and rank in the new church hierarchy, Nicholas chose a different path. His wealthy parents, who had raised him to be a devout Christian, died during an epidemic when he was quite young. And having inherited significant wealth, Instead of giving it all away in a lump sum or refusing it altogether, Nicholas spent his life and his inheritance on saving others, especially the poor, the hungry, the powerless, and the condemned. Nicholas bought a young woman out of slavery, what we would call today the sex trade industry. He threw gold coins in the window of a home with 3 young women who had no dowry, or i.e. no chance ever to marry or have an income. Legend has it the coins fell into one of the girls' stockings, hence why we hang stockings to this day. He purchased pardons for those condemned to death because their primary crime was being poor and destitute. And during the time of great famine, Nicholas bought grain and distributed it for free to the most destitute and desperate. And under the Roman Emperor Diocletian, who ruthlessly persecuted Christians, Bishop Nicholas suffered for his faith and was exiled and imprisoned. The prisons were so full of bishops, priests, and deacons, there was no real room for the other criminals. This is true. He locked up so many of us. After his release, Nicholas attended the Council of Nicaea, which created the Nicene Creed, the summation of our faith that we say in church each time we come to pray. St. Nicholas was there. He died on December 6, AD 343 in Myra and was buried in his cathedral church. And our name Santa Claus comes from the Dutch mangling of the name St. Nicholas. The employees at the Dunkin' Donuts said, one guy said, "That is so cool. I didn't know any of that, or that he was real." St. Nicholas made real the love of Christ in the world. With his life and his loving actions, he made Christ alive while he lived. Christmas is the time that the pageant helps us remember that God in Christ was actually born into this world to be with us, to save us. And like St. Nicholas, we are to make Christ come alive in our lives and in all the lives that we touch. We're called to put on the Christmas pageant out there. Yes, where it's dirty and gritty and dangerous and fallen. We become the angels that tell the world, "Do not be afraid, for see, I bring you good news of great joy." We are the shepherds going to see this thing that has taken place. We're called to build a shelter for Christ in this world. And we are to hold the fragile Christ child in each child born to this world. We are to be the Mary and Josephs of the world, obedient to God, giving birth to God in this world. We are to be like St. Nicholas and all the saints before us, and make that love come down this night